Hey Guy. I said Guy because we're happy that we still have at least one loyal fan out there. And if it happens to be two of you, we'll say guys next time. But welcome to Conversations at or with Yoders Farm, from Yoders at Yoders Farm, something like that.
Basically, we're Yoders. We work with Yoders Farm. We are Yoders Farm. And we're going to talk about what happened over the past week or so here on the farm. And some things around the big snowstorm this weekend. And I think that's about it.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Beginning of last week, what all happened here?
Well, it was really cold Monday and Tuesday. Sub-freezing highs. We felt sorry.
That means below 32 degrees Fahrenheit.
For those
or
of
0
you,
degrees Celsius.
For those of you who are from California. Anyway, we felt very sorry for all the people cooped up inside. Desk jobs, 72 degrees. You just can't experience winter's chill and all its fury if you can't be out in weather like that. We were concerned about the strawberries, so we had most of our row covers on. We put the last few on Monday. Yeah. So we were working with that on Monday and Tuesday.
Wednesday or Tuesday, you got a load of calves up here.
New batch of calves.
New bunch of babies.
Worked with heifer stuff. Heifers being baby calves.
Yeah.
And yeah, we did some of those. As the week moved along, the snow was supposed to come on Friday, so we began to make preparations for Snowmageddon and Jonas, I believe it was.
Jonas? Is that the storm's name? I didn't even know that.
Jonas.
Cool.
You know they name winter storms now?
I didn't know that. Now I know that.
It's a good way to hype them.
Yeah, that makes sense. So preparation for the storm, what kind of things were y'all prepping?
With 10 inches of snow or whatever, actually they were calling for more than that. It just gets hard to get things from point A to point B. So we have 150 calves here on the place.
Yeah.
Move feed around, make sure we have feed at each location. So
Gary split a whole bunch of wood.
on Thursday.
Both piles, we have two stoves, one that feeds the greenhouses and one that feeds heats the two houses here that I live in and my grandparents live in.
You don't live in
That's
both
very
houses.
confusing. Yeah.
We have two stoves.
That's right. Just two houses
They
are
both
heated
get
with
fed.
wood. Anyway, Gary did a great job cutting wood.
Yeah, Gary.
Cutting wood? He mostly just split wood.
Just split wood. Yeah. Pretty much all day he sat on the skid steer, moving his thumb and splitting his wood.
His thumb is now very bulked up.
Massive thumb.
So weird. Started snowing Friday morning, what, 6, 7?
Probably so.
And we did some last minute scrambling. You all did some last minute scrambling.
While you slept in.
While I slept in.
Mainly just putting the last pieces of equipment inside and covering up the wood piles. And that was pretty much it. And then we came and drank coffee until the power went out.
Until the power went out at about 9:30 or so. Which, you know, we were a little worried about it at some point in the weekend, but we weren't quite expecting it that early.
We thought it'd be after the storm was raging for a day or so, not 2 hours into the snow event.
Exactly.
So that caused some scrambling around. You know, we rely on power to heat our greenhouse. Both the propane heaters and the wood stoves need power to keep the air moving and so forth. So Dad went scrambling to get the generator fired up.
Yep. And there was one little thing he needed to tweak on that, and other than that, it was pretty much ready to go. And it started right up, and we switched the power over. 9:30 we were out of power. 9:45 we had power again, thanks to a generator.
Pretty much. And the fix that Dad fixed.
That's right.
The fix that Dad fixed.
The fix that Dad fixed.
The fix that Dad
Now, fortunately, AEP was right on top of it, and they had power back, what, 12:30, 1 o'clock?
A couple hours.
Something like that. So
Yep.
we were a little worried about being out the whole weekend, but apparently being first to go out of power may have its benefits. Anyway, we had power back and it hasn't went off since.
And we'll gladly pay our bills for
Yeah.
a few months without complaining. Thanks, AEP.
That's right.
After the storm was over, we just, sat around and drank coffee and went sledding. And
We did a little bit of drinking coffee. We also went sledding.
played some games.
Some people played some games. Yeah. Yeah.
Ate soft
people were-
pretzels.
Well, you did.
That's right.
Let's not go into dietary things here.
But overall, it was a good week.
Yeah, we survived a lot better than we could have. That sounds really weird to say. We also
strawberry
came
meeting.
through it okay.
Strawberry meeting today, and there was guys that had, feet of snow,
Yeah.
2 and 3 feet, and so
Yeah, so we were
okay.
quite happy with our lack of snow in some ways.
And hey, next week is Groundhog Day.
It's coming right up.
That means spring is coming up.
Maybe.
We think.
Hey everyone, so I'm out here in the greenhouse storeroom right now, and we're going to talk to Dad a little bit about something we do here that's kind of interesting with our tomatoes.
Well, we do some tissue sampling here with our tomatoes. Basically, tissue sampling is when we can take the tomato plant, actually take off recently developed leaves, some of the newer leaves, take 40 to 50, send them off to a lab, and they can analyze this and see what kind of nutrients the plant may be lacking in. I get back a report, looks something like this, that has your macronutrients, N, P, and K, and also lots of micronutrients, and we show a scale there that goes from deficient to very high. With that, I can quickly glance down the list and say, whoa, we're low in magnesium, which has been a perennial problem for us. So we've actually been compensating. We have a standard fertilizer we use, but we've been compensating the magnesium with an add-in. This gives us an opportunity to either do a foliar feed, which can do a quicker turnaround, or we can just mix this right into our regular fertilizer blend, and then hopefully in a 2 or 3 week period we can take another tissue sample and see that those levels have been pulled up. Reason for that is, one, nutrients are very important in hydroponics. We need to physically feed the plant everything that it gets. In the soil, the roots go mining the minerals they need. In hydroponics, we're the stewards. We're the ones that have to feed those plants exactly what they need. Tissue sampling lets us do that. This tomato here appears to have things pretty well balanced. If you get that magnesium level out, for example, that we mentioned a little bit ago, you have streaks in your tomatoes, you don't have even ripening. We do everything we can, especially in the off season here, growing tomatoes in January. God meant them to grow in July, but so you need to balance everything the best you can. Even then, a January tomato doesn't taste as good as it does later on when it's bright and sunny, and you get plenty of heat to set those sugars in the plant. But we do the best we can. Not a bad tomato in January.
So that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. If you want to see last week's...
If you're still watching.
Yeah, if you're still watching. If you want to see last week's, you can head over to yodersfarm.com, click on the link to the blog, and you can see last week's. And if we do another one of these some point in the future, like maybe next week, that one should show up there as well. So again, thanks for watching, and we will see you guys later.
Guy. See ya.
Guy.
Guy. Can I do this?
Alright, do it through.
I always wanted to do that.
Yep.
Yeah, we need to maintain
This isn't humor.
some level of professional
Hello, everyone.
decorum.
He's a Yoder, I'm a Yoder.
Not related, no relation.
You're so weird.
I I'll say we have faces for radio.
Think we better
right?
start over.
Hey, guy. Welcome to Conversations. Well, why not?
That's hilarious.
We could interview Dawson about Yoders Farm. What do you think about Yoders Farm?
Great.
Good farm? Mm-hmm.
So, here we go. So let's walk through the storm a little bit.
Okay. Ready?
Here we go.